picture. You're not going to the details. You can look at the slides later. This is what a current site looks like today. They link all over the place. There are links in here to .com sites. Comically, people who run these sites want to know who's visiting them, how many people are visiting them, so they put Google Analytics on it. So you can go start tracking the Google Analytics IDs, and New Relic is the other one, IDs to start finding out commonalities of who runs what where. The point is, these are not just some little site run by like some kid who says, I just want to put up a darknet and say I hate my parents. These are fully well thought out, organized around organizations who've come up with networks of sites who link to each other, cross-link to each other, create affiliate networks with each other, and bridge between darknet and clearnet. Here's an example. This is a site about a year ago. It's a forum site, and it hosts all about how to hack into things, and they share sort of tips and techniques for how to break into various software and not get caught. This is what it looked like a year ago. This is what it looked like 6 months ago. The highlight there is how much more complex when it becomes popular. This is what it looked like when it was just sort of only been around for a few months, and 6 months later, it's got much more complex, much more links in, and links to many more clearnet sites, .coms, .nets, .orgs, .website, or whatever. And so what's come out of this is, in the advent of big data, and I'm working with a number of researchers who can handle this in a better way than I can, I've tried to map the entire darknet. This is what all of I2P, Tor, and Freenet, ZeroNet look like. So this is a picture of roughly 20,000 active sites as of, I took this picture a month ago. And it doesn't, there's a huge cluster where everything links to each other. What's more interesting to me is all these little communities out here on the edge. Each one of these dots is a site, and this huge cluster. The central site would be a bunch of all those sites around it. This is just network science. NetworkX produces these pretty graphs out of going through hundreds of thousands of links and stuff. This is the result. There are 730 million edges, which are links between sites here. And I didn't have the brains or the capacity to handle this, so I had to work with researchers who are smarter than I am and have big enough machines that you can run through 700 million links in some insane amount of time. And just to highlight, this is the middle of the cluster here. This is what, in that sort of supercluster in the middle and bottom, that's the blown up version of it. Each one of those dots is a site. It is a .onion, a .I2P, or a .bit, which is what ZeroNet uses. And this is sort of the size of the picture of what the darknet looks like. While that looks impressive, think back to the very first slide of 315 million domain names and literally millions and millions of things on it. The darknet is still tiny compared to the clear open surface web. And again, there are two darknets. There is a traditional darknet of black holes, sinkholes, unassigned IP spaces. Just because you don't have it assigned does not mean that someone's not probing it and trying to figure out what's going on. And it's actually probably more dangerous because your machines are all on that network by default. The other darknets, you're not on by default that you know of. Trying to figure out, the whole point is to hide the protocols, hide what's going on, so you can't see what's going on. So you have to start looking carefully. There are technologies out there that will do this. I will save a story for later, but China and Iran are awesome at finding Tor, I2P, and ZeroNet. They have a couple of people and smart people there, and